Hey, welcome to this episode of Scrapyard Choppers. Today we're going to be talking about my 3 projects plus 1. My 68 Cadillac Hearse, my 69 C10, and my 84 Chevette. Let's start with that. So as you've seen in previous episodes, the motor's in 6.0 Texas Speed Cam. I have the cross member drilled and ready to go in. My plan for this episode was actually to cut the seat cross member out that's underneath the car and move it and put the roll cage in. But I have broke my butt, literally. I was sitting on a bike on the 4th of July and the seat went boop and I went straight to the concrete. So it hurts to get up and down right now. So I'll just show you everything that's going on. The roll cage for that car was cut and welded together, but they did not sleeve it. And they also ground down the welds, both of which are no-nos in NHRA. Now we are sleeved. We're not going to grind any welds down. I had to cut it down there on the seatbelt bar. So it slid back together. I got a gap for a nice weld. I got to drill some holes in this still. And then this roll cage is ready to go in that car. So there's the plates. They still got to be welded in. There's a cross member that goes under here and then goes around the transmission. It's connected to another cross member that goes here to the transmission loop. That's all got to go back 4 inches. It's going to be a pain in the butt to do because they sit up on top of the frame rails, well, the link bars for the subframe. And yeah, I'm going to figure out how to cut those, move them back, and re-weld them back in between the floor and the cross member. Or sorry, the floor and the frame. We'll figure it out. That's going to be hopefully the next episode. I really want to get this car done this month. So, another project, got this bicycle, Junior Dragster Slick, you know, that on that. That's going to be sweet. If you're here for bicycles, this is going to be a good build. On my 69 C10, which is in a million pieces, which you've seen me work on the door before, my dad is here in town and he's gone straight to work. We got these pieces in here off another cab. I got to tack weld those in. And then we're going to weld this on. We got to clean all this rust up too before we get too far. This piece was cut out for some reason. So we got that tack welded in and I got to weld up all these holes and weld the inner structure to it. So that can go back and forth, back together. My goal is to have this truck ready for paint by the end of September. I just want to get in primer, so when I go to paint it, it's good to go. If you don't know what the plan is with that, I got a 5.3 LS motor, got a 4L80. It's going to be a cruiser. I'm not really going to modify anything with the motor and trans, but it is getting airbagged. Hopefully. I really got to find like an airbag sponsor. That would definitely help. But let's check on the hearse, which is up here by the door. We'll start with the obvious thing that's already been done. As I get interrupted by my meowie boy. Hey Bart. So we'll start with the obvious thing that's been done. This door is fixed. All we did, basically a lot of hammer and dolly. Well, I say my dad did this. He didn't film any of it because I was actually out of town when he got started on this. So, this is your update. The door is looking pretty good. I got a piece right there made. We're going to weld in. There was a little bit of rust. Bart really wants attention right now. He can wait. I know. Okay. It's hard for me to bend over. Ugh. Look at how dirty you got. Look how dirty you got. Silly boy. Alright. So, now that I've bent down, we got some rust to fix here. All these holes are from previous repairs. We didn't put these holes in here. They all gotta be welded up. We put that hole in there to pull this out. This thing was really dented. I'll clip. This thing was really dented. Now, as for the motor, this got a 472 in it with a blown up transmission. I got the parts for that today. Look at this. 454 Turbo 400 out of a motorhome. Yes, I know it's a Chevy, and that's Cadillac. We are going to make it work. I like big block Chevys, and I cannot lie. The deal is the Cadillac motor is a lot more expensive for parts than a 454, because I want to build this motor at least a little bit. You know, change the heads, put an intake on it, put a cam in it. We're not going to go crazy. Not going to pull the lower end apart. This motor is supposed to be a good runner. So we're going to get it running on the engine stand right here. Engine stand, I mean front half of an RV. This was driven to the scrapyard. So the motor and trans is good. It has been sitting at the scrapyard for a minute, and we're just going to start it up and make sure everything's 100% before we tear it apart. You know, that's a rocker. So we'll have to change some valve covers out, get all this junk off the front. And yeah, we'll see if this runs. And then we got to make it fit in a Cadillac. The Cadillacs have a front sump oil pan. Here, let me show you. So on a big block Chevy, as you see right there, the oil pan is behind the crossmember. In a big block Cadillac, the oil pan is in front of the crossmember. And the steering is behind the crossmember. So we're going to have to figure out how to make that motor with that oil pan work in that car. Might take some modification of the oil pan. I don't know. I know we're going to have to move the motor back. We'll figure it out. We can do this. I'm not buying another oil pan. I don't have $300 to spend on that. It's already going to be $300 for a cam. So, a couple more little quick projects to show you, and you'll be up to date what's going on. This is being TJ's figure 8 / bump and run car this year. I'm going to figure 8 race it at the end of the month in Fowlerville. He's going to do the bump and run. It's going to be my one and only figure 8 race as far as I know. This has 375K on it. Starts right up, runs really good. Which is crazy. There is no rust in any of the rockers. There's almost no rust in this entire car. If it turns out to be a pretty fast race car, we're going to go ahead and keep it around for a little bit. If it doesn't, I'm demoing it. It's going to make a heck of a derby car. So as you can tell, I got my hands full. I'm not trying to get... The Chevette is the only one that has to get done soon. It just needs to be done. The Hearse needs to be done by September. Plenty of time for that. The truck, who knows? Whenever it gets done. So projects are expensive. Down below I have these sweet t-shirts. I gotta plug myself here. Got the Chevette shirt, got the bicycle shirt, and got the Demolition Derby shirt. These shirts are great quality Gildan. We do it all in-house. Don't believe me? There's my screen printer. So you will get shirts that are touched by me, packaged by me. We're even trying to get some stickers to throw in with your order. Link down below. Go to the website. I run the website. I do everything. I'm a small little channel. Trying to grow fast. Well, not fast. It's been like 3 years. So that's what's going on. When my butt feels better, I'll be working on some cars. Man, I really want to get some stuff done this weekend. It's not happening. Got to rest up. We got a lot of work to do next week. But thanks for watching. If you made it this far in the video and you aren't subscribed, hit that button down below. And then check out this other video over here. God bless you. I'll see you next time.